Welcome back to J&Y Cards, where we are going to be enjoying this amazing hobby together. I've got a quick channel update, and then I'm going to show you all of the cards that I'm submitting into PSA for their April and May $16 sports card special. All right, so, but first of all, I know I haven't been making as many videos as of late, but I've been super busy getting my eBay store up and running. There's a link in the description box if you want to check it out and help me out. That'd be totally awesome. But in the past 3 months, I've sold around 170 cards and boxes of wax, making about $2,000 in profit. And so I've been focused on that because that's kind of what keeps me, it's what funds my channel. So I've been focused on that. You know, I currently have around, I think, over 260 active listings, and I've got about 50 listings scheduled. And so I've been consistently also selling about 2 to 3 cards a day and listing about 4 to 8 cards a day, and it's a lot of work. And so that's kind of where my energy and my mind and my focus has been. But during the pandemic, I was ripping over, like, I don't know, maybe $300 worth of wax a week, and I was making like 4 to 7 videos a week. Because of that, I have a huge inventory of cards that I need to grade and sell, and that's kind of what my focus is at the moment, to grade and sell those cards so that I can fund this YouTube channel and so that I can make it better, right? All right, so here's a little behind the scenes here. So behind this door that you guys always see behind my head is my basement, like utility and storage space, right? And on this shelf right here is all of my baseball wax, right? So up here I've got, slide these out of the way, that's all of my 2021 rookie cards, Bowman First, Gold Cups, Future Stars, inserts, and parallels that I need to grade, hold, or sell. So I got to go through all of those cards to sell. And then here are my 2023 cards. Oops, sorry about that. That was my finger. And I've got 1 row here in my 2-row box. In that 2-row box that I got to go through as well. And so those are all of my 2022 rookies, Bowman First, Gold Cup. What else? Future Stars, inserts, parallels that I need to do the same with. I got to grade them, figure out which ones to hold and which ones to sell off. And then right here, this is all I've got for 2023. I haven't opened up a lot of 2023 stuff, but luckily and thankfully I've been able to keep up to date with my 2023 stuff. I've sold off the stuff I need to sell off. I'm holding on to the stuff I want to hold on to, and everything that's in this box I've already like pre-graded, right? And so yeah, so that's all of my baseball stuff, right? 2021 stuff I got to go through, 2022 stuff, a little more 2022, and here's my 2023 stuff. And these are my 2 PC collections. These are all my Cubs and Twins cards. Got some other stuff up here too. Here's another PC box that's got all of my, like, my Trouts, my Shoheis, my Acuñas in there. And then this is all of my basketball and football stuff that I need to organize as well. Here's some Magic stuff and some storage stuff. So all right, so let's go back to the table here. So I've got a lot of cards to sell, but don't worry, I'm still committed to this YouTube channel. I am committing myself to making 1 full video and 2 shorts every week, because I want to. That's one of my favorite things about this hobby, is that I get to share it with all of you. And so hopefully by the end of the year, or I should be more realistic, maybe in a year or so, I'll be caught up to date. I'll have all of my 2021, 2022 stuff pre-graded and up on my eBay store. And so that, and then hopefully at that point I can make more videos for this channel as well. So it'd be great if I can get back to, like, I don't know, it'd be fun to open up more wax and do at least 2 videos and 2 shorts a week for all of you. I think that'd be a great sustainable amount of work. So yeah, so I just want to thank all of you so much for being so patient and so supportive. You know, I honestly love you guys. And I love this amazing hobby. So I'm just glad that I get to share it with all of you. So let's get to this PSA submission. But before we do, you all should consider subscribing, because I'm at like 770 760 subscribers, which means I'm going to be giving away all of this stuff soon. And once I hit 775 subs, I'm going to give away this Donruss basketball value pack. And once I hit 800 subs, I'm going to give away this blaster box of 2022 Archives baseball. And so, yes, please consider subscribing. Click that notification bell so you know when I post up those giveaway videos. And like the video too while you're doing all that. So let's get into this PSA submission here. So if this submission looks familiar, it's because I made a video back in March, and about half of these cards were in that submission video. But then my family, we had to kind of get ready to we went on vacation for 2 weeks to Thailand, and then I was never able to ship this stuff out. And since we gotten back, we've just been super busy, and I just haven't had an opportunity to ship it out. And then I was like, I think it was on May 31st. I put in a submission for PSA's like $16 special, where if you send in a 2022 or 2023 sports card, they'll grade it for you for $16. And the great news is that turnaround is still around 3 to 4 weeks. And so these are the cards I'll be shipping in for that. So I'm going to call this PSA submission 5.2, because technically the first one, I actually took some cards out of the submission, and I only decided to add a bunch of other cards to this submission. So let's see what we got here. We've got, first up, we got this Bryce Harper Gold. This is probably one of the best looking gold cards I've ever pulled, and so I'm super excited to see what this gets, because I need to gauge, I need to figure out what a PSA 10 gold card looks like, because they're just amazing cards. And so I'm gonna send this one in. So, but if it comes back as a 9, I might crack it and resubmit it. If you honestly believe a card is a 10, like if you honestly believe that it's a 10, and it comes back as a 9 or an 8, I say crack it, have a friend look at it, and if they think it's a 10, then send it back in. All right, that's just my opinion on PSA. It's a bit of a dice roll. Next, we've got this gold Julio Gold Cup. Julio's been doing great the last couple weeks, and I think he's gonna jump back into his rookie year form here. So, yeah, this is numbered out of 299. Next, we've got Byron Buxton. This is just a PC card. Buxton's doing great this year now that he's doing more DH and less center field. And so I'm excited to get that card for my PC. This is also a PC card. I love these silver foil cards. This is a Vladdy here. That's going to be, I think that's a solid 10 candidate. This is a pretty cool card too. This, I think this is probably like a 60% chance of getting a 10. So I'm going to send it in. And this is Pujols, waving goodbye to baseball. So I just thought that was a cool card. All right, and then next we got 3 Adley Rutschmans here. I think all of these are like 60 to 75%. I think they should get 10s. So, but we'll see what happens. You never know. Next we've got 2 Oswald Perazzas. Peraza, I think, is still in the minors, or he got sent back to the minors. He's currently in the minors at the recording of this video. And I think he's hitting really well. I think he's hitting in like 316 last time I checked. Christopher Morel, he came up and he is doing really well for the Cubs. He's kind of in a slump for the last week or so. And I think that's just because everyone's kind of figuring out how to pitch to this guy. But he's got to make some adjustments. And hopefully, I don't know, he can figure that out. And I know they're kind of platooning him, which I don't know. That sounds hard. I've watched a bunch of videos, and for most players, platooning is really stressful. Just because you're constantly all over the place, you're unable to kind of craft or master a craft or master a position. Rumors are they might throw him at first base to see what happens, so we'll see. But yeah, Christopher Morel for my PC. We've got a Gunnar Henderson here. That should get a 10. And we got a Riley Green here. That should also get a 10. Gunner's doing bad. I think he's hitting below 200, but I don't know. I don't know though. Orioles are just keeping him up here in the majors. Maybe they feel like even though he's only hitting 200, his confidence isn't. I don't know. They have a rhyme and reason, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Usually, when rookies or young players are doing horrible, as long as their confidence isn't, horrible, and they're kind of making day-to-day progress, they're kind of like talking to their coaches and saying like, I think I figured this out. I think most teams will just let that player stay. So Riley Green's doing awesome this year. Vinny Pasquantino. Royals are interesting because when their team is like focused and like on point, man, they are a super fun team to hit. They've got a decent offense too if all their guys are hitting. So we got Nolan Gorman. This guy might be a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year. The National League, it's him and Corbin Carroll and that center fielder for Outman for the Dodgers. But there's a Gorman here. And then we got a Mike Trout. It's just a really clean Mike Trout. I think that should get a 10. And then we got Ellie De La Cruz, man, the man of the moment. Everyone's waiting for this guy to get called up. And so I'm excited that I've got one of his first. James Wood, he's also doing pretty well in the minors right now. Costa Montgomery, I'm not too sure how he's doing, but I know that he's one of the better prospects from last year's Bowman, and he's doing well this year. So I'm going to grade that as well. Next, we've got a Wander Franco here. So I'm not too sure how this card grades. Me and X-Fractors have not done well at PSA, so hopefully this comes back as a 10. I think it's a 50-50 split between a 9 or a 10. All right, we got this purple speckle Anthony Rizzo. I love Rizzo, and unfortunately it's a Yankees card, not a Cubs card, but it's number 299. It's a Yankees card, big market, and I could not find any issues with this card. But it might be like the X-Fractors, where I don't know why, but I just can't get. There's something with X-Fractors that I just can't. I just don't understand, and I tend to get lots of 9s. Joe Ryan, one of the best pitchers in the league right now. This should get a 10. We got a Jackie Robinson short print here. A lot of my update series short prints were 9s, and so, but I'm looking at this one, and this one looks super clean, so I think this should get a 10. Stephen Kwan, we've got 2 of them here. He's struggling a little bit. The Indians in general are struggling a little bit, but I mean, the Indians are one of those organizations where, I don't know, they just get hot in like July and August, and they're like the best team in the MLB in July and August, and then they make the playoffs. That's just how they operate. Here's Bobby. He's struggling a little bit, but he's not doing too bad. If he can keep improving, I'm not worried about him. Royce Lewis, man, this guy is fun and scary to watch as a Twins fan. He's doing really well since he's been called up. But I mean, he's had surgery on his left knee and on his right knee, and then in his first game back, he did this. I don't know what happened. Like his foot got caught. He was playing third base and he's running into left field, and then I don't know. His foot got caught in the turf, and man, it looked like he hyperextended his knee, and I was scared. But he was okay. And then just earlier this week, he was running to first base, and the first baseman got kind of pulled off the base, or he got pulled off, and I don't know, Royce ended up running into him, and then Royce Lewis did a front flip and landed on his head, but then he was okay. He came back and was able to hit. So I don't know. I'm hoping this guy's not made out of glass, because the Twins already have Correa and Buxton, who are pretty fragile. But man, it's fun to watch him play because he's just a beast. But it's also scary because, man, you just don't want him to get injured. Here's a Wander. This is a Bowman Chrome Sapphire. This is a 50-50 candidate for a 9 or 10. But I'm thinking even as a 9, I'll make my grading fees back. Next is Brandon Marsh. This is a green out of 99. This is also a 50-50 candidate, but Marsh is doing well this year. And the Phillies, once they kind of figure out what to do, I think they'll be fine. Luis Robert. He's doing really well. This is out of 75. I'm glad that the White Sox have something to be happy about. So that's also a 50-50 candidate for a 9 or a 10. Next, we've got Samuel Zavala, Bowman Chrome. This should get a 10. Yordani De Los Santos. This should also get a 10. And then we got Nick Lodolo. I was kind of 50-50 about sending in this card just because he's injured right now. But I don't know. You never know. I'll just get him graded now, and then we'll see if I can dump this card later in the season or next year. Plus, it's out of 50. It's a gold out of 50. So thought I might as well just get it graded. Oh yeah. And here is another PC card. It's Correa and Buxton. And that's a Topps Chrome card. Super excited about this card. It should get a 10. That'd be awesome in my PC. And then we've last but not least, Michael Harris here. This should also get a 10. He's, I think he's got some back issues, but I think he'll be fine. All right, so yeah, so that's my PSA submission. Wish me luck. You know, people who have done the people who have sent in cards for the May and June. No, sorry, the April and May $16 special. It seems like PSA is grading those cards pretty rough. But the good thing is that the turnaround is around 3 to 4 weeks, and so hopefully I get a good PSA grader. I get a bunch of 10s back because I believe this is probably one of my strongest submissions I've ever sent. So I should, man, I'm hoping my accuracy rate's like 100%. I hope it is. So, anyways. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys had fun. I had fun. All of you out there, please take care of yourself, and I'll see you all in the next video.